Good afternoon. Did you watch the video already about all my friends are planets? The story of Pluto. So if you watched that already, that's a good start. If you did not, you want to watch that first. So pause this one or pause this or stop this and go back to that one. And then we're going to review just a little bit right now. And I have this little booklet. It's called The Solar System. It says the solar system is made up of the sun and everything that orbits around it. The sun is the star that is orbited by all of the 8 planets and other astronomical bodies in the solar system. Planet. A planet is a large astronomical body moving in an elliptical orbit around a star. So, elliptical means it is not round, it is more oval. Inner planets. The inner planets are the 4 rocky planets closest to the sun. They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Outer planets. The outer planets are 4 giant planets whose orbits lie outside that of Mars. They are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Dwarf planets. Dwarf planets are space objects that orbit the sun. Unlike the 8 planets, they are not big enough to clear their orbits of other space objects. Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. It is also the smallest of the 8 planets of the solar system. Venus. Venus is the second planet from the sun. It is between Mercury and Earth. Earth is the 3rd planet from the sun. It is between Venus and Mars. Looks familiar, doesn't it? Mars. Mars is the 4th planet from the sun. It is between Earth and Jupiter. Jupiter. Jupiter is the 5th planet from the sun. It is between Mars and Saturn. It is the biggest planet in the solar system. Saturn. Saturn is the 6th planet from the sun. It is between Jupiter and Uranus. Uranus is the 7th planet from the sun. It is between Saturn and Neptune. Neptune is the 8th planet from the sun. It is the most distant planet in the solar system. So that was kind of a quick review of all the planets. And another way to review them is by this sticker sheet. So you should have a sheet that looks like this. And you should also have some stickers that look like this. So what you want to do is start right here in the middle in the sun. And then you're going to put one of these stars on each one of the light yellow stars. So you're going to add one there, and then you'll come to Mercury, add a couple more, and then Venus, Earth. You're going to keep adding stars and saying the planets until you get all the way to the end. And when you get to the end, you want to put the big star on there that says, you did it. So there will be some extra stars on here. So if you want to decorate with more stars on there, that would be great. So this is what you can do next. If you want to pause the video, you can do that. And then come back with me and we'll learn a little bit more about stars. Ooh, we are learning about stars next. Stars are bright and they are up there in the sky. Remember what that big group of stars are that we're called? We're in the Milky Way. And that's called a galaxy. So we're in the Milky Way, and that's a whole bunch of stars. And so if you look carefully, you are going to have some stars on your black paper. And it's kind of hard to see that on the video, but your black paper looks kind of like my black paper. And when people long ago looked up in the sky, they said, those stars look like a picture. And so they would draw. It's kind of like doing a dot to dot. They would draw the lines in the sky and connect things and make pictures out of them. And so we are going to make one of the most famous ones. It's called the Big Dipper. So here we are. We're going to start way up at the top on this star that's way over here. And you want to use your yellow crayon and connect the stars. So we're going to connect these first two stars, and then the next two stars, and then the next like this. After you get there, you can kind of see on there a little bit how it goes down like this. Next, you want to go down to the next star, and then across the bottom, and then up one more. And if you go across here, it looks kind of like a ladle or a dipper. And so that's why they call it the Big Dipper, because a long time ago, they used to use a dipper or a ladle to get water to drink out of. And then they would all share the same dipper and the same container of water, which to us now sounds like a horrible idea. But that's what they used to do. And so sometimes they would have more sickness because they did that. But anyway, this is called the Big Dipper, and it has those 7 stars, and they make the Big Dipper. Now, after you've connected all those stars, I want you to take a pin and you're going to poke a hole in there. And then when you get done doing that, you can hold it up against the window. And when you look through, you'll see the light and you'll see how it looks in the sky. If your mom and dad will let you stay up a little later, you can look out in the sky and see if you can see this. It's harder to see stars around here because there's so much light. But if you go someplace where there is not as much light, then you might be able to see this if you're lucky. So, hope you had fun making your Big Dipper. If you need more time on that, you can just do it after the video stops.